Okay, this one's a doozy. Mabel, Daisy, Chip, and the End of the World was by far the most difficult movie I have ever made. And that's even more difficult than when I did Death's Lullaby the year before and got robbed on set and then smoked out. The sheer quantity of props and costume and location scouting and the music, all that took so long. I'm exhausted just thinking about it. Essentially how this came to be is that I have two film friends here in town, CJ and Saya, and I wanted to write a film that they could each have a turn directing a scene, and then I could sort of help develop their directing skills and then start producing projects for them. But I wanted this to be a first step. I thought it'd be a good one to have. However, due to availability with scheduling, Saya was not able to participate in this one. However, she is directing right now, and I'm helping do the gaffing and the mixing for her. And then CJ got swamped with school, so he was there on the first day. However, I had Sharon, one of my film friends here, step in as a mixer for my last 2 days of filming. So filmmaking in a pandemic, we had rehearsals through Zoom. All 4 of the actresses in that movie, they were all my first choices. I asked all of them, they all said yes. I was very surprised that we were able to get Daisy because she's a very, very busy girl. Like, she works a lot here, she's very skilled. So when she was able to come and participate this, I was just like, I was gagged. While we were filming, I was so battered down, beaten down after many, many sleepless nights of getting all the props and costume and everything ready. So by the time we actually got to filming, I was so exhausted and burnt out and running on adrenaline that on the first night, a lot of my equipment just stopped working, and I'm gonna talk about that in a moment. At the time when I was making this, I felt like such a failure because it just felt like I had put so much prep work into everything that so much was going wrong on the day of filming, and that I felt like I wasn't achieving at the level that I wanted to be achieving at. And what I definitely learned is that if I am to do any more film after this and I really want to do a good job and I need to take the load off, I need to lock down an assistant director, somebody that is going to be there to help me to slate my shots, to help me label all of the different audio things. I also need to get a headset because what I was having Sharon and CJ use for mixing was just some earbuds plugged into my Tascam. However, the earbuds themselves are not the highest quality, so in addition to your ears not being covered because of the earbuds, they also make things a little bit softer than they actually are. That is why there's some questionably echoey ADR, so I will have to get a headset in the future. That being said, here's a look behind the scenes of Mabel, Daisy, Chip, and the End of the World. I'm hoping if you see all the things that I did that weren't right, that it'll help you do some better things for your own filmmaking. So I found this basket in one of the buildings that I clean as a janitor, and I thought it'd be great for Daisy's flower basket, but because it's Daisy's, we need to make it look like hers. This is the end product of hours of sewing, and there's something oddly satisfying about shimming in it. I mean, that looks so fun. Still got that Barrack touch. It is currently 3 a.m. and I have been working on sewing for hours now. I'm watching Parasite on Netflix. It is a very engrossing show. And for Cassandra's character, I tied together this veil of yarn that took hours to tie into knots, and I'm hot gluing leaves onto like every other sort of vertex, whatever you want to call it, knot. So for Chip, I took a box of pasta, I cut the front off, I'm reinforcing it by taping in some extra cardboard to make sure it's sturdy. I'm gonna cover it with aluminum foil, and I'm gonna make multiple faces for Chip to have throughout the film. Hey, it is Tuesday. This is the day of the first shoot. Today is our night scenes. I just went to the gas station to get a cup of coffee. I got all my batteries charging, printed my scripts, finished all the props, except I just had to paint a sign that says pull. However, we're not using that until Thursday, and it's like the very last thing that we're shooting. but I'll knock it out of the way. I'm just gonna make some whiteboard sketches for my shot list that I typed out last night, just for quick reference. All right, day one, just arrived. This place looks very different without the snow everywhere, like it was in the well. I will mask up as soon as other people get here, but I got here earlier than I had planned, so that way I could set up their makeshift campsite. It is 7 p.m. I got it mostly set up. It got dark really fast, and I have a hunch it's gonna get cold. I was feeling so hot earlier that I only brought a long sleeve shirt, but I have a hunch I'm gonna regret that soon. The camera just loves you, that's why it loves you.
You love it.
Wait, what's the throwback?
Just CJ with the clippers, but this time.
All right. In fact, the hedge clipper creep in fact survived Blood Moon. Or you'll be sorry. Make that like a drop it, or you'll be sorry. Like just like you can't think of what the thing is, but like it's gonna be so bad.
Okay.
It's gonna be bad news. Such a cohesive denim getup.
Yeah, they all match.
They call that Canadian tuxedo. Although I guess that would become a Canadian romper, right? If it was all attached.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
But
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
although you looked right into the lens for that.
Shoot!
All right.
That's literally, John, that's like literally like the only lyrics I know from that song. Like, is that okay?
Tweedledee, there they are, standing in a row, bum bum. Big one, small one, some as big as you don't have to do the whole thing. I'm just going right Lion King.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Ba 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 ba. Say ah!
It's okay. Keep going. Keep going. If you mess up, that makes it better. Just for this, I think you were holding it in this hand when we got your coverage reacting to her.
This?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you could just hold that at your side, like the American Gothic, you know, the guy with the pitchfork.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not make you scary because I accidentally made you a little scary before. It's an empty chair. Ooh. Action. How does it feel?
Do it again?
Oh no, you don't have.
Literally almost had it.
You don't have to actually hit a thing. I'm gonna cut away to it.
I know, I really wanted to.
It just looks so silly, Hallie. So at this point, you're just a toy. Can you take a few steps this way so I can just get a picture? And then Hallie, can you take a few more steps that way? So sorry. You're very beautiful over there. Okay.
Like, hey. No.
Oh no! Oh no, exposed. Exposed. I've been watching you for a long time, and your species has done a lot of really bad things.
John, you can't say so. Okay.
I'm just gonna give you the gist of what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it. I was ready for the gist.
We're gonna just ad lib a little bit here.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
try not to make it really stupid.
Okay.
Okay. This is a Kylie Nugget. This Kylie Nugget form.
Send help.
Oh God, I got Olive Garden's logo. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, you reacted before it was there. And guess what? A car. Gotta love it.
This is why so many studios pay extra for controlled sets, because of shit like that.
Or we could just set road spikes, but just don't know when telling me. Well, I got it on camera though, so. Okay, we're gonna let that car go because you're rude. There's a second car, isn't that so beautiful? We're gonna let that car pass by.
Come on, car. Bring it. I will break
Bring it, Brenda.
I will break your window.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to rub it in, but the last time where I was allowed to have a fire, which is in Pennsylvania, they got s'mores while we were, well, actually just roasted marshmallows, but they kept burning them.
You've got a lot of food in there, huh? Who's asking?
Okay, reset real quick. Hallie, don't move. It's okay. Your instincts are correct. Your survival instincts are correct, but your acting instincts need to go against your survival instincts. So we just wrapped for the first day. It's a long day. CJ definitely helped put everything away for me. And the last scene required me being an alien, which I'm going to drop in here.
Stop. Turn.
And I never took off the suit. I just tied it over into like a gimp overall suit with the hands tied back there. It looks really weird. Anyway, start early tomorrow. Just landed for day 2. You can see the peacocks way over there. And what happened last night was that I tested my microphone, my test cam, everything worked perfectly when I was at home. When I got here, immediately the test cam and the microphone did not work. So I had to go without it for a while CJ went back and got his test cam and helped stand in for me. And then the other thing is that my gimbal worked for the first hour and then it just stopped working. So I had to just do everything manually so the camera gets significantly shakier later on. Yikes. But we are here wrapping up a couple morning shots at the campsite and then we're moving to location 2. Good morning, campers. Good morning, Miss Good. I hope you save room for thirds. So more on what transpired last night. It became a case of we were aiming, instead of for perfection, we were aiming for completion. And we did complete it. Of course, I saw things a little bit differently in my head, but you just have to adapt in the moment and always be willing to accept that things are going to go wrong. And that's one thing that you can always rely on in this film world, is that things will go wrong. So it's just a matter of how you handle the situation when it takes place. But I have camp set up again, and I brought back some of the props today. Yesterday, Infinitely had the most, as far as equipment goes, had the most technical needs. It had the most props, most costume pieces, most people in one place at the same time. So it was going to be the most complicated, but thankfully, since that is past, everything will be a lot easier. Oh, I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Oh no. I got it.
We are approaching our last day of filming. It's about 1:25. We're gonna be starting at 2. Just got 2 scenes to do. One where they're fighting rabid dogs, and then another one where they're sort of collecting themselves after the battle. So, it's rather windy today. I'm hoping that that won't be a huge problem with our audio.
Wait, get it, brush it.
Yeah, so
Stand up, put it in the
we're gonna
backpack.
have you yank it, brush it off, and then just put it in your backpack.
I'm
Put it in there.
confused.
Put it in there. Keep going.
I'm a DP now.
Action. Look behind you. Look behind you. Keep going. Go forward. This is avocados are excellent, take 2. Or yams are exciting. We work for... Okay, action. Come down and grab the basket. And just scoop the flowers up. Grab it. Go. Run. Quick. Oh, I meant... Okay.
Something just went in my eye.
Is it a bug?
Oh, I don't know. Is it? Can you see it? Sorry, that just... like, still rolling.
I got that on camera. Like a Hail Mary, just like circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I have my cootie shot. I'm still rolling. Action. Oh. Now, can you sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider?
Yeah. Let's sing it.
Mm-hmm.
The itsy bitsy spider went down the water's...
Keep rolling. We'll wait till they're gone. Okay. Action. Oh, okay, reset. Alright, let's make it just a tad less creepy, because it went from like, I'm coming at you with the saw. They're everywhere. There's one over there. There's one down the path. Ah! Just kidding. And let me just focus on you real quick.
Why do they look so hungry? We're not Scooby snacks.
Say that one more time as if, wow, you're an idiot. Why? Why? Why would you think that? Those dogs are so dumb.
Okay.
This is what we're doing right now.
Don't step on your phone. Oh no, don't. Rabies! Oh no!
You whopping?
What are you doing?
That is a wrap. We had so many passers-by on our second to last spot, but we made it. I realized that with the restraints that we had as far as people walking in the way and all my technical difficulties, that I basically didn't direct almost anything again. So we just aimed for completion. We completed it, but you know, the execution could have been way better, but you know, it's always gonna be a little bit out of your control. You know how I said that that was a wrap last week? I checked my SD card and I had every single shot except for every single one that Cassandra was in. So we're shooting again tonight. Don't worry though, it is going to be at a location much closer to where we both live. And yeah, it'll be a very fast one. So riddle me this, to cope with my caffeine addiction as I go to my film shoots. There's a gas station near me that I got a small coffee at for $1 last time. I got this huge coffee and it's only 50 cents. Which is also weird because when I was picking my cup, the coffee said all sizes are 99 cents. I'm like, all right, and you only charged me 50 cents. Maybe he just likes flowers, I don't know.
How many chuggas come before the choo-choo?
How many? Oh, chuggas?
Yeah, I'm like, 2.
2.
They're like, no, it's 3. They're like, no, it's just 1. It's chugga chugga choo choo.
I guess it depends on your parents, like
Yeah.
how they told the stories.
Chugga chugga choo choo. But for the balance, it's chugga chugga choo choo.
I'm so proud of myself for consistently now getting it Cassandra instead of Cassandra, because I was so embarrassed for a year. I was just saying your name wrong all the time.
I don't even address people by their names. They don't notice. I heard like a bunch of background noise.
Yeah, they weren't too bad, but yeah, it sounds like the dudes stopped. The ducks aren't as bad, but dudes are as little
We had
like.
ducks. We had dudes. Should we just start
Yeah, dudes and
over?
ducks.
I also think it's funny when people are like, lizard people. And I'm like, I own a lizard. It's not nearly as severe and calculating as you think.
My favorite, I just recently saw a TikTok of someone's snake, but they just like were climbing in the rings of their like their pad, and they're like, you're too fat to fit in there. What did she say?
She said, ooh, fun full moon fever. Good for you two.
Anyway, this is a.
What do you think we're doing?
This is a. Yeah, we're very serious. We're doing things about aliens, okay? Oh, this looks cool. Why wasn't Cinderella allowed to play for the NBA?
Oh, no, I know this. I know this.
Because she kept running from the ball. Okay. You know why ghosts don't like go to parties? They got no body to dance with. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I'm just trying to give you motivation for that time when you eventually get to kill me in something. You're just like, you'll remember this moment. Okay. And what did the skeleton use to patch its roof? Shingles? Okay.
You got another joke?
My wife lost one of her legs. So you want to know what I call her now? Eileen.
Now for music, normally I would sit down and talk about all the different things that inspired each piece, but there's like 11 pieces of music that I had to write for that. So I just want to say my main source of inspiration that I can remember off the top of my head right now was the soundtrack for the video game Earthbound. That's the one that has Ness in it from Super Smash Bros. If you don't know. It was very whimsical and fantastical and had to do with aliens, and it just felt so in the same cut from the same coffin as this story. So it was the right place to start for inspiration. Thank you so much for watching. I am definitely done doing movies for quite some time because I'm still tired from this one. Okay, bye.